Hi, I hope everyone had a great time over spring break, and here we are again on a Monday afternoon. We can learn a lot about resilience from nature. In Iowa, as we all know, our weather can seemingly turn on a dime. We may joke about it being snowy in the morning and then turning 75 and sunny in the afternoon, but it's really not far from the truth. Now, barely a week or 10 days into spring, not only have we had cold, snowy weather, but also a day with nearly 90-degree temperatures just days later. A couple days after the last snowstorm, I was filling bird feeders in the backyard and happened to glance at one of my flower beds. I was shocked to see tulips popping up several inches above the ground. And then just a few days after that, I was pulling out of the garage and noticed little sprigs of green at the tips of a lilac bush. And actually all my lilac bushes are bravely showing some buds and small green leaves, as well as many of my perennials are starting to green up despite being covered in snow just not that long ago. These are all perfect examples of resilience. Plants pushing through the cold ground, covered with snow or frost one day, and then soaking in the sunshine the next. Not only have they survived the cold and snowy winter and the icy temperatures, but they're bravely sticking their heads up above the ground, not even really knowing if the warmth will last or if the shock of a hard frost will be just around the corner. Either way, they burst out and start another year of growing and becoming exactly what God has created them to be. In ancient times, it really took resilience for the Hebrew people to spend decades trudging through the desert as they journeyed toward the Promised Land. As Joshua led them across the Jordan, God told them, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid, do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go." And it really took resilience, determination, the strength of God himself for Jesus to withstand the beatings and cruelty that filled his last day on earth. Only God could go through what Jesus experienced, from his arrest to the cross, where he took on the sins of you and me, the whole world, and died in order to save us. His death shook his friends and followers to the core, but 3 days later, when he was raised from the dead, they became the witnesses who proclaimed the good news of Jesus throughout their world. They were resilient in sharing what they'd seen and heard, overcoming their fears and shame of deserting him in his last moments. Rather, they turned all that around into a powerful movement to tell everyone they could of the redeeming love of Jesus. My prayer for all of us this Holy Week is that we pray for resilience, looking to the tulips breaking through the ground after the cold of winter, that we truly see the resilience of trees budding and plants turning green despite unpredictable temperatures, and that we also embrace the resilience of Jesus, who sacrificed himself for all of us so we can rise above whatever this world has for us and be with him for all eternity. God's blessings to you on that. I would also like to invite you and encourage you to watch each morning this Holy Week our Lenten Moments. Lenten Moments speakers are people from our congregation who are sharing their testimony, their story of their life with Jesus, their walk with Jesus. And you will not only be inspired, but you will be encouraged, and it will be a blessing for all of you to watch these. They air at 7 o'clock each morning, so the one for Monday today has already shown, but you always can go back and look at it on our website, our Facebook page, or our YouTube church page. Have a blessed Monday and a blessed Holy Week. Bye.